don't know if you've ever gotten back together with an ex. I'll tell you what it's like. It's kind of like getting excited for the sequel when the first one sucked. You're like, is it a new director? Maybe? No? It's the same costuming and everything. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's see what happens, you know? This is what it really is like. This is another example. It's like getting back together with the ex is kind of like going to Goodwill and buying things that you previously donated. It's very similar to that. You're walking through, you're like, I remember this. You try it on. Smells like other people. That's what it's like, you know. That was all right. We did try to we wanted to pretend like it was new. Like we tried to we go on dates, like it was like get to know you. And she's like, so what are your interests? Like, what are you into? I'm like, what? You know me. What do you mean, what are my interests? I've been in your asshole. What do you mean? You gotta pretend. Oh yeah, what are my signs? Don't act like you don't have notebooks filled with all my signs and all that stuff, you know? We did do something different in the second relationship. Something we didn't do the first time. We got a third person involved. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was called couples therapy. It's a lot like a threesome, but less sex, more crying. It's mostly me. It's mostly me crying. Okay, that's what it was. It was fun. I didn't want to do it at first because it's so expensive, you know, but. Then I got in there and I realized there's a woman here whose job it is to get my girlfriend to say things like, I'm sorry, and I see where you're coming from, and I realize I'm not paying this woman enough. I brought a tip jar in there for her. I was like, there's a 20 every time she says something like that, all right, Doc? That's what... It was all right. It was fine. She would the therapist would give us things. She would give us dialogue to say to each other. She'd go, okay, Ross, I want you to tell her what you really need. And it can't be blowjobs again. I go, okay, I got it. I need to feel like someone you want to blow. Is that a feeling? That's a feeling. You can't invalidate my feelings, you know. That's a loophole, by the way. You can use that. It didn't work out. Anybody surprised by that? Shocker. Okay, it didn't work out. All right. I don't know if you've ever done this. You ever broken up with somebody and then immediately become homeless? You ever done that? I did that just weeks ago. I was like, my needs are not being met. I'm gonna go live outside. And then I had to go right back in. I was like, that was quick. I was too quick. I didn't think that through. Could I have like 3 days? No, I gotta, I was out, you know. And I initiated it, and I think that's harder to do. I think it's harder to break up with somebody than it is to be broken up with. Because I feel like if somebody breaks up with you, you get an opportunity to prove to the other person that they were wrong. But if you break up with somebody, you got to prove to yourself that you were right. That's much harder to do. I'll tell you, you know, you're sitting there, I say stupid things like, who needs people? Not me. Not me. I got this ice cream, I'll be just fine. Stupid things like, you know, love and support. They can be their own kind of prisons, so I think I'll be all right. I think I saw that on a TikTok. I think I'll be all right. It's not. I do have a rule. I have a very hard rule against having sex with an ex after a breakup. I won't do it. I will not do it. Unless they show like the slightest bit of interest, but only then. That's my only exception. That's the only time.